Hi dollies, it's Dolly Girly and welcome to another video. Okay, so first of all, hello to all the new subscribers. I hit 200 subscribers and believe me, I did notice and I did see you all, so thank you all so much for subscribing. Hi! And to all my old subscribers, I'm so sorry for being gone for so long. I really didn't mean to be gone for that long, and I would say that I'm back, but I'm not sure that I'll, have a consistent video posting schedule, so please bear with me. I don't want to promise you guys anything or give you all false hope that I am back for sure in case I take another unexpected hiatus, which is my bad. But yeah, with all that being said, I'm so excited for today's video. It's actually not going to be a Rainbow High video. It's going to be a Barbie video. As you guys can see by the title, I have so many celebrity dolls that I'm so excited to open and to give made to move bodies to. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so as I'm sure you guys saw in the thumbnail, I do mention that I have a Beyoncé doll, and I really do, and here she is. She's in the box and I'm so excited to open her, but I think I'm going to save the best for last and open her at the end of the video. So if you want to see Beyoncé up close, make sure to keep on watching till the end of the video and we'll unbox her together. So actually what I want to get to first is my Ariana Grande as Glinda doll. I did open her in my previous video, so if you haven't already, make sure to go check that out. I opened her and Alphaba. But yeah, I did mention that I wanted to give her a made to move body, and for that I have the Kristi Yamaguchi Inspiring Women doll. I think she'll be a perfect match for her, and I was waiting for her to go on sale and she finally did. So yeah, I finally purchased her to do a body swap for Glinda, and since Ariana Grande plays her and of course Kristi Yamaguchi is a celebrity, I thought I'd include their body swap in this video. But yeah, before we jump straight into that, I thought we could do a little mini quick review on Kristi Yamaguchi. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at her in the box first. Okay, so here's what the box looks like. I love that it's just a big clear window and there's hardly anything on the front so that you can see Kristi Yamaguchi better and display her better since she is somewhat of a collector doll. Here's what she looks like displayed in her box. You can see a photograph of the actual Kristi Yamaguchi there on the back and her name there behind her, and you can see that the only thing on the front of the box is this pink strip that says Barbie Signature Inspiring Women by Mattel. The top of the box is clear. Oh, and you can see another picture of Kristi Yamaguchi there on the inside. Here's what the right side of the box looks like. The left side of the box has another picture of Kristi. Here is the back of the box. You get a full-length picture of Kristi, a little description there, and a little bio of her since she is a real woman. Here's her bio up close in case you want to pause to read that. And here's what the bottom of the box looks like, and there is the barcode in case you need that. For all of you inbox collectors, the box measures about 13 inches tall, 7 inches wide, and 2.5 inches deep. Okay, so that's it for her in the box, and I did mention that I got her on sale, but I didn't mention where. I actually was able to catch her on sale for $17 at Target, but this was before Christmas, so yes, I am aware of the boycott, and yes, I am boycotting Target. But yeah, I did purchase her a while ago, so I don't know if she's still on sale for that price, and I wouldn't recommend buying her from Target, but that's just me. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and open her up. I'm excited to see what she looks like out of the box. Okay, so here she is fresh out of the box with her plastic packaging still attached. Here is what she looks like. It's just some ties. So yeah, let's go ahead and untie them and free her completely, and then I'll show you guys what she looks like up close. Okay, so here she is completely free and out of the box, and my first impression of her is that she's so cute. I really love her, and I love her little outfit. But yeah, I'll show it to you guys up close. And also, by the way, here is what the backdrop looks like out of the box and all extended out. But yes, let's go ahead and take a closer look at Kristi. Okay, so here is Kristi out of the box in the pose that she was in the box. Here's a close-up of her face. You can see that she has brown eyes, some light eyeshadow, blush, and a red red lip as well as 2 little beauty marks there on her chin. She has a part line for her bangs, which are swooped over to the right side and held in place with some product in it. And her black hair is pulled into a ponytail, and it does have a lot of product here on the end to help it keep its big curl here. With this hairstyle, her hair does stop at her shoulder, but I'm sure if you were to take it out of the ponytail and straighten it, it would go down to her back. And yeah, she accessorizes with a little gold ribbon in her hair and as well as some clear earrings. And they actually are removable. For her outfit, she wears an ice skating performance outfit or a leotard. It is black and has some gold leaf accents in the sleeves. It is a v-neck and has this sheer panel here. And then she has a sheer black layer of tulle for the tutu, and it does Velcro in the back. And of course, since Christy is a champion figure skater, she is wearing some white ice skates. It does say something on each of the heels of the skates, but I can't quite make out what it is. And then here's what the bottom of the shoes look like, and I'm not sure if you can take out the blade part of her skates. It looks like you could be able to, but I don't want to break them, so I'm not gonna try. But yeah, there's what the back of the skates look like. Due to the blades of her skates, Christy can't be balanced to stand on her own. And with the skates on, she stands at roughly 10.5 inches tall. So yeah, she is a petite made to move Barbie, which is why I wanted her for Glinda. I wanted a petite body for Glinda. And even though she is shorter than the average made to move Barbie, she still has the same 17 points of articulation with rotation at the head, shoulder. She can twist at the upper arm, although you can't see because of the sleeve of her dress. But when I take it off and put this body on Glinda, I'll give you guys a better look at, yes, she can twist at the upper arm, has double jointed elbows, she can rotate at the wrist, upper torso, and hip, can twist at the upper thigh, has double jointed knees, and can twist at the ankle. She does also come with a certificate of authenticity and a doll stand that comes disassembled into 3 pieces. The base is gold and the other 2 pieces are clear, and she can just clip into it from the back. While on the stand, she stands at roughly 11.5 inches tall. And lastly, she comes with this bouquet of flowers that's all plastic, and she can hold it with 2 hands. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my review on Christy. I did say I was going to do a mini review, and it ended up being an in-depth review, so I do apologize, but I wanted to give this doll the spotlight she deserves. But yeah, I mainly wanted her for a body donor for Galinda, so let's go ahead and do a little comparison of the 2 before we switch them, and then we'll go right into switching them. Okay, so here are the 2 dolls, and when I bought Christy, I wasn't sure if they were going to be an exact skin tone match, so let's go ahead and check that now. And yes, oh my gosh, I think it'll work. They look pretty good. I rolled up Christy's sleeve, and yeah, I think the skin tone match is almost exact. And as far as height, here are the 2 dolls next to each other. You can see that Christy is way shorter than Ariana. So yeah, I'm so excited to switch them, but before we do that, let me take off all of their clothes. So yeah, little warning for doll nudity ahead. Okay, so right quick, before we switch them, here is a comparison of the 2 bodies. Okay, so to switch them, you will need a cup of hot water. Be careful when handling it because ideally it needs to be boiling hot in order to work, and I did set down a towel to prevent my space from getting wet. Usually I would do it in the sink, but I wanted to show you guys here, so yeah, that's why I brought everything over. And you could just stick your dolls in the water like that, but I don't want their hair to get wet and then have to wait for them to dry, so you can just put them inside a plastic bag like this and make sure that it doesn't have any holes, and then just stick them both right in and make sure that they're submerged in the water for a few minutes, so that after you take the dolls out, their head, since it's warm, will be a bit squishier and easier to remove. Then you can just go ahead and start pulling, and it should come out easily. Of course though, please be very careful when you're doing this because you could accidentally damage your doll, so yeah, just be careful. But yeah, after a little bit of force, it should be easy to just pull the doll's head right off. Here goes Christy on the Ariana Grande body, and Ariana on the Christy body. Okay, so here's what Christy looks like on her new body. She looks way taller. And here is Glinda. Here she is on her new body. I think she looks so good. But unfortunately with my doll, she does have, as my Froggy Stuff says, bobblehead syndrome. Since I really like her on this body, I'm gonna try to fix it. So to do that, I'm gonna take her head off. Now that it's off, I'm gonna take a rubber band and start wrapping it around the neck peg, and then hopefully that'll fix it. I've seen my Froggy Stuff do that before and it's worked for her. So yeah, let me go ahead and try that. I'm gonna do it off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, Okay, so here's what it looks like after I've tied it. I've never had to do this with any dolls that I've switched onto Made to Move bodies before, so hopefully this works out. But yeah, then you should be able to just put her head back in. Okay, so unfortunately her head is still a little bit loose, but definitely not as loose as it was before. You can see it's not wobbling around as much anymore. Her head is still a little bit wobbly, but I'm gonna deal with it because I do want her on a Made to Move body. I think what it is that her neck peg used to be way longer and the Christy neck peg is shorter, so maybe that could be what it is that's making her head be wobbly. Unfortunately, I don't really know how else to fix that, but yeah, I'm willing to just let it be and accept her like that. Okay, so now let's see what their clothes look like on them on their new bodies. And also, while I was taking Christy's unitard off, I did notice that there is a little tag on the inside that says Barbie's signature, which I thought was super cute. But yeah, let's go ahead and put these back on these dolls. Okay, so here they are wearing their clothes and both of the outfits still fit them. So yay, that's great. Here's what they look like from the back, by the way. The only problem now is, of course, their shoes. There's no way that Christy's skates are gonna fit on her feet anymore. They are way too small now. And Glinda's shoes are way too big now. For Glinda, since she is on a Barbie body, it'll be easier to find her some shoes. Of course, they won't look exactly like this, but it should be easy enough to find a similar pair to maybe paint and DIY to be this pair for her. But unfortunately for Christy, since this body is pretty unique to the Wicked dolls, I don't think I'll be able to find another alternative for her skates. So that is unfortunate for her, but I guess that's a sacrifice that you guys have to make if you want Glinda on a Made to Move body and you're gonna switch her with a Barbie. Okay, so I'm back after all those issues we ran into, but despite all of that, I would still consider this body swap a success. I really do like how Glinda looks now. I think this body is more proportionate to her and more accurately reflects Ariana Grande's body. And yeah, I'm happy with Christy too. I think she's super cute. But yeah, this video isn't just gonna be about Glinda and Christy Yamaguchi. I still have other celebrities to get to, so yeah, let's move on. The next two candidates that I want to switch with each other, I actually showed you guys already in my thrift store dolls video, so if you haven't already, make sure to go check that out. But yeah, it's the doll that I thought looked like Zendaya, and this doll, of course, it's not actually Zendaya since they've never made an official Zendaya doll that was widely distributed, only the special one that they made for Zendaya herself. But yeah, it's not actually her, but to me she looks like her, so I'm counting her as a celebrity and therefore including her in this video. But yeah, the doll that I am referring to as Zendaya is actually fashionista number 123, and she is a tall Barbie, and the doll that I'm going to switch her with is actually the tall basketball player Made to Move doll. And I did thrift both of them, like I said. They are a perfect match for each other, so yeah, I'm so excited to finally be able to switch them. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so before we do that, here is what they look like before. And then you're just gonna follow the same steps as before to remove their heads. And then switch them onto the other body. Okay, so here's how they turned out, and now Zendaya is on a Made to Move body. And I still haven't brushed the tall basketball player's hair, so let me go ahead and do that off camera. And then Zendaya also has some of the price on her still, so let me go ahead and clean that off camera, and then I'll show you guys what they both look like. Okay, so here is Zendaya back in her original outfit, and here's what the tall basketball player's hair looks like now. And upon brushing it, I realized that it's uneven because the previous owner had cut it. Also, the previous owner cut it right there. I don't know if you guys can see that little chunk of hair that's been cut, but yeah, unfortunately I can't do anything about that. But for the rest of the hair, hopefully I'll get to cutting it to make it even later. And yeah, for her outfit, I do want to find her a basketball uniform, which I don't currently have, so she'll have to stay like this until I can get one. Okay, so I'm back, and like I said before, I did put Zendaya back in the outfit that she originally came with, but I would eventually want to restyle her, but just not in this video. For this video, I wanted to mainly focus on the actual swapping of the celebrity dolls' bodies with Made to Move bodies. So for the restyling, I think I'll save that for another video. But yeah, with that being said, the next celebrity is another thrifted doll that was in the bag that I had thrifted a while back that I showed you guys, the same one from the Zendaya video. I just didn't get to pull this doll out of that bag just yet, but since we're already doing a bunch of celebrity head swapping, I thought I could just include her in this video, and that is none other than Miss Britney Spears. And this this doll is actually a Britney doll. She's not just a doll that I think looks like Britney. This is an authentic Britney doll. And this isn't the outfit that originally came with Britney. This is another Barbie outfit that the previous owner just put on her. But yeah, I think she's so cute, but she'd be even cuter with a made to move body because right now she is kind of limited, and she does have the older vintage body too. So I would like to upgrade her because I love made to move bodies. And yeah, I didn't mention this beforehand, but yeah, that is why I'm mainly switching all the other dolls. For Glinda, there wasn't really anything wrong with her body per se, like beforehand, because her articulation was pretty good. I just thought that a made to move body would be more proportionate to her, like I had mentioned, and I also just love that articulation better than the previous one. Same goes for Zendaya, of course. And yeah, for Britney, I happened to actually thrift the made to move body that I'm gonna switch her with. So yeah, this is another doll whose hair is really messed up. But yeah, she came with that green top on. I don't think this is the top that she originally came with. I know this is a made to move doll top, but I think this came with another doll that had darker skin. I think she came with a pink top originally. I could be wrong though. But yeah, she is a made to move Millie, and so I think she's the perfect candidate to swap with Britney. Okay, so again, little doll nudity warning, but I did go ahead and swap their bodies off camera, and so here is Britney now on her new made to move body. I think it's such an improvement. I also went ahead and fixed up her hair as best as I could. I used Britney Spears Custom Dolls' tutorials on Instagram, and it's not the best. I wish it was straighter, honestly, but this is the best I could do, and it definitely is an improvement from how it used to look. And in case you were wondering, here is what the neck peg of her old body looks like. Okay, so I'm back, and here I am with Britney in her new body, and as you can see, she is dressed up in an outfit that I bought for her on eBay. I wanted to get her an iconic Britney Spears outfit, and I found this one from her Baby One More Time tour with the iconic hot pink top and the white and pink leather pants. She also came with this jacket, and I'm so excited for you guys to get a closer look at the outfit, so let me go ahead and show you guys. Here is an up close look at the outfit. You can see the top there, which by the way doesn't fit her as well as it did on her older body. Since she had a bigger bust before, it is too big now, so I'm just holding it closed with a bobby pin for now. But yeah, and then here are her pants. You can see the leather is kind of cracking in some places, especially in the creases, but that's normal honestly for this type of fabric, especially since it's so old. And the same thing goes for the jacket. Honestly, you can see it crumbling, and it was hard to get on due to her hands now, so I'm just gonna leave it off because I don't want to struggle putting it on her and have it crease more than it already is. But if you did want to put the jacket on a made to move body, the easiest way would honestly be to put her hands in boiling water so that it softens the plastic, and then you can just pop the hands off and stick the jacket on. But like I said, I will be leaving it off. But yeah, here are the pants from the back. You can see that they velcro, and again, more crumbling from the leather. And here are the shoes that I put on her. They're not the ones that originally came with this outfit, but they're the closest match I had to what she wore, and here she is. But anyway, yes, the outfit is very fragile, so you do have to handle with care, but I'm glad that I got this one since it is so recognizable and iconic Britney, and I'm glad to have her restored. Okay, so now that we've taken a look at Ariana, Zendaya, and Britney, it's finally time to take a look at the Queen Bee herself, Beyoncé. Before we take her out, here is a closer look of Beyoncé in her original box. She was made in 2001 by the brand Hasbro, and you can see that it says that she is part of Destiny's Child, so this doll came out when she was still in her girl group, which you can see a picture of on both sides of the box, along with a description and a bigger picture on the back of the box. And here's the QR code on the bottom. For all you inbox collectors, the box measures 13 inches tall, 5.5 inches wide, and a little over 2 inches deep. Okay, so enough about her box. Let's finally cut her out. I'm so excited that she's out right now, but here is Beyoncé in her packaging. You can see some of the rubber bands have deteriorated from how old she is, but anyways, yeah, let's keep on cutting her out. Guys, okay, I'm so excited to actually be holding her, but okay, let me show you guys what she looks like up close. Beyoncé has thin early 2000s eyebrows as well as some purple eyeshadow, brown eyes, blush, and she lines her pink lips with a mauve color. She has straight brown hair which she parts down the left. It reaches her hips, and you can see that she has blonde highlights as well as some light brown mixed in. It is crunchy with product, especially on the sides, and she is very thinly rooted. You can see that she's very bald. But anyways, for her outfit, she wears this sparkly blue and gold bra, and you can see that the clear straps are deteriorating. And then on top of it, she wears this one shoulder like wrap thing that she has going on with some sequins. And although yes, it technically is a second piece, it is sewn on there to her top, so you'd have to detach it to be able to separate the two pieces. You can see that it buttons at her right hip there with a snap, and then if you lift this up, you can see that her shorts are a separate piece and made out of the same material, and both the bra and the shorts velcro closed in the back. And she finishes her outfit with some long shiny pearlescent blue boots. This Beyoncé has the standard 5 points of articulation with rotation at the head, shoulder, and hip, and she can only go up and down. And I don't know if you'd count this, but she does have a click knee. And she stands at roughly 11.5 inches tall. Okay guys, so now that we've looked at her, I'm curious to know, what do you guys think of her? Honestly, yes, she is bold. And yes, she is a bit questionable looking. Like, I don't think that she looks exactly like Beyoncé. But me personally, I love her, honestly. I'm super happy with her, all things considering, because I didn't mention this earlier, but I found her on Facebook Marketplace for $20, including shipping. So it's hard not to be happy with a Beyoncé doll at that price point. The only thing that I would change about her, of course, is her body type, since she is very limited in articulation, the same as Britney was. And so in order to fix that, I do have a Barbie made to move body ready to switch her onto. She is part of the Yoga Made to Move line, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at her, and then we can do the body swap. Okay, so here's what she looks like up close in the box. You can see the doll on all 4 sides through the big clear window, and you can see the Made to Move logo at the top, the Barbie logo at the bottom, and some pictures of the doll. And here's what the back of the box looks like. You can see a picture of all the other dolls in the Made to Move line, as well as the barcode on the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and unbox her. Okay, so she's out, and yes, she is a curvy Made to Move doll. I wanted to put Beyoncé on a curvy body, but yeah, you guys know the drill. Let's take a close look at her. Here's what her face looks like. She has minimal makeup except for a mauve lip, has green eyes, and she is shiny and pixelated. Her hair is parted for her half up, half down ponytail hairstyle, and it is brown and reaches her hips. She wears a two-toned pink athletic tank top that has a V-shaped neckline and crosses in the front there. It has a marble-like swirl pattern and velcros closed in the back, and the pattern is also on her tights, but in a purple color, and the tights don't velcro in the back, but instead have a stretchy waistband. And like all Yoga Barbie Made to Move dolls, she doesn't come with any shoes. She stands at roughly 11.5 inches tall on pointed feet, and has the same standard 18 points of articulation that I showed with the other Made to Move dolls earlier. Okay, so doll nudity warning, I did go ahead and undress Beyoncé and the Made to Move dolls, so here is what their bodies look like next to each other for comparison. And as far as their skin tone, I think it's a near perfect match. Okay, so all that's left to do now is to actually switch them, and before I go ahead and do that off camera using the same methods as before, I have to admit that I am a little bit nervous in switching them because I've never seen anybody switch this Hasbro Beyoncé doll onto a Made to Move body before, not that I'm aware of anyway, and so I think I'm gonna be the first one, so I have no idea what her neck peg looks like or if it'll be easy or not. And since she is an old doll, she is a bit fragile, so I'm scared that I'll break her and then I won't be able to put her back on. So yeah, the stakes are pretty high, so pray for me, and I hope that it all goes well and she can enjoy her new body. Okay, so I'll be back. Doll nudity warning again, but here is Beyoncé on her new curvy Made to Move body. body. I think she looks so much more like Beyoncé now. And I didn't have any complications taking her head off and swapping it, but I will say that the bag had a hole in it, so hot water ended up leaking through, hence why her hair is wet, but it didn't damage the doll. The only thing is that Beyoncé did end up letting off a very strong chemical smell, and I'm not sure what it was. I'm not sure if it was maybe the product in her hair or the type of plastic that her head is. It is a bit harder than a regular Barbie, so maybe as it was heating up, that's what was letting off the chemical smell. But yeah, just thought I'd put that out there. And here is a closer look of the skin tone match. I think it's pretty good. Unfortunately though, she did end up like Ariana did with slight bobblehead syndrome, but it's alright for me. And in case you were curious, here's what the neck peg of the original Beyoncé body looks like. And as far as Beyoncé's original outfit goes, most of it did end up fitting. The bra top actually velcroed closed in the back since it was made for a bustier body, and I did manage to get the sleeve of her wrap up her arm, but it is now too small to close properly on her, and her original shorts no longer fit. But her boots did go on pretty well. Okay, so I'm back with Beyoncé on her new curvy Made to Move body, and I have to say that I really am satisfied with the swap. I honestly think she looks so good, and as for her outfit, I guess I'll just have to find her something else that she could wear. Maybe something that's inspired by something Beyoncé has more recently worn. But okay, now that we've updated our 4 celebrities onto Made to Move bodies, let me know in the comments down below which swap was your favorite. Honestly, me personally, I can't decide. I really do love them all, but if I had to choose, I think my favorite is Beyoncé. But yeah, that's it for today's video. It was a bit long, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to tap the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time that I post another video. Hopefully it'll be soon. And yeah, for now, I'm happy to be back. Thank you all again for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, dollies!